Hello everyone and welcome. We're here again at the Hill of UISNEACH, the mythological and the spiritual centre of Ireland, hence known as the navel of Ireland. The land of the goddess Eru, who gave us the name of Ireland, Eru, Erin, Era, Ireland, and the god Lu. And here behind me we've got Loch Lu, where the god Lu met his mortal end. Now, in our previous video about UISNEACH, we dealt with the mythological side of it, the historical and the archaeological side of it. Today this video is different because this one has a particular purpose. This is about the energy, the Lemniscate, the figure 8, the flow of the natural energy around the world. We saw it on Old Macha. Then we had the same thing on Tara, at the top of the mound in Tara. The Lemniscate, that figure 8, that infinity sign. And here now in UISNEACH, we have the same thing here at UISNEACH. And that's all very obvious from the aerial views we have of each of these places. And also we're talking here about ley lines, natural energy lines in the earth. And we saw on Old Macha, that energy line begins in Donegal, comes down through Old Macha, joins on with the energy line going across the south of England, Stonehenge, and then on to Egypt and the pyramids. And the line of Tara comes from the Slieve Gullion, the Gap of the North line, down the east coast of Ireland, and that line from Tara joins up with that and joins up with the other line going to Stonehenge and on to Egypt as well. And here in UISNEACH, we're on a very, very, very strong energy line here as well. And that figure 8 and the Lemniscate, the infinity, is cosmic symbolism. We saw it in the Kundalini, we saw it in the last video too in the Caduceus and in the Ouroboros. The Lemniscate, let's talk further about that. The Lemniscate is the flow of energy in all directions. It's like the figure 8 on its side. It's the flow of energy in all dimensions. It is the movement of life itself. And it's in the designs of all of nature. All living things have a spirit, they have energy, and all that energy flows in the Lemniscate in the infinity sign. It is the double helix molecule. Let us now take a closer look at the Lemniscate here on UISNEACH. Standing here on the mount of the King's Palace, straight in front and below me, you can see the ancient roadway from the south, along which those coming to UISNEACH from the south would have travelled for the festivals and festivities that marked the natural yearly cycles of nature. In particular, Bealtaine, in May, the beginning of summer. On top of the mound here, we can see two concentric circles. In the smaller circle, the king would have stayed, and he would have had a temporary dwelling constructed there, possibly removed again when they left, or maybe left to be built upon again for next year. And in the bigger of the two circles, the nobles, the bards, and important extended family members would have resided. And around the base of the mound, the ordinary people, well, that's where they would have camped. We have an artist's impression of how UISNEACH would have looked at the Feast of Bealtaine. And you can clearly see the setup and the two concentric circles. And from the air, we can also see the Lemniscate. The Lemniscate that is here in UISNEACH, as in all the other mounds across Ireland. Now, Nikola Tesla, believed by many to be the most famous scientist of all, Nikola Tesla discovered free energy. And he spoke about how if you understand the figure 3, the figure 6 and the figure 9, you have got the key to the universe. And why was that? Simply because if you look at the shape of the figure 3, it is half the shape of the figure 8, in shape only. Look at the 6, is the bottom half of the 8, and the 9 is the top half. So if you put 3, 6 and 9 together, you get the figure 8, which dominates all other numbers, all other figures. That is free energy. And Tesla died in 1943 in poverty in a New York hotel, Hotel New Yorker. And before his nephew could call to collect his belongings, men in black suits had arrived to take away all his notes, his charts, his diagrams. He was teaching that electric power is present everywhere, unlimited in the Lemniscate around us. unlimited to be able to drive the world's machinery. We don't need gas, we don't need oil, we don't need coal. And he believed that he could catch cosmic energy for unlimited power, free. Our ancient ancestors knew that. They knew about the Lemniscate, about the power out there for catching. That's why in all these mounds in Ireland, we have the Lemniscate, the figure 8, the infinity at the top. These people knew about that, and they built their dwellings and they lived in that flow of energy. They were able to utilize and harness and manipulate that Lemniscate energy for their power. What have we done? We have pillaged and plundered Mother Earth. For what? For energy which is free all around us. Simply because the big companies are making the money out of that. We are paying for what should be free, because too many people stand to lose too much if that is discovered. Next time we will be on Lough Crew, and again showing you the same thing, the Lemniscate again. It's on all of these ancient mounds, and the ancient ancestors knew about it. And I've picked Owen Maha, I have picked Tara, UISNEACH here, and next Lough Crew. Those 4 places simply because they are the 4 that I've easiest access to from where I live. But they're all around Ireland. This Lemniscate, this figure 8, this infinity sign, that's what life is all about. It's the double helix molecule. It's the movement of life. And our ancient ancestors knew that. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you again shortly. Until then, namaste.